All right, so welcome back to the Sing Confidently Live Creatively podcast. Estelle here. We're diving right into how we can build confidence singing ad libs and riffs as singers, as we're developing as singers, right? And for me, I'll just give you guys a little bit of background, a little bit of backstory. I like never thought of myself as a riffer, and you might be in the same place. Like maybe you don't see yourself as like a riffer, or maybe you do. But for me, I always felt like, okay, like everyone else can do it better, basically. And I feel like I've heard other people do it so much better than me. And I can't riff like that much. But the thing is, and ad libbing is another topic that we'll also add on. But the thing with riffing is that a lot of the times we do it in songs because it's already in the melody, right? It's already included in the song. So maybe the original singer does a riff and then we just sing it because we're used to hearing that song and hearing it sung that way. We just sing it. But then when it comes to now adding our own riff, that's when we start to like feel like, oh, I can't really do that. But we do it with other riffs. We do it with other songs. So that's the first thing, that kind of like limiting belief that we can right away go ahead and knock out. That it's not like you haven't riffed before or you don't know how to. 9 times out of 10, you've probably done it with a song, with a singer as they are singing the song, right? So like a pop song. So take an example, the song by, I don't remember what the name of the song is, but I'm just thinking Ariana Grande, right? It's one of her older songs, but she goes like, yeah, yeah. I can't remember what it is. I'm thinking Dangerous Woman. You guys put a song in the chat that you know has a riff in it. But there are a lot of songs that we already know have riffs, right? We already know um those riffs and then we sing along with them, right? But we ourselves think that when it comes to coming up with our own riffs, that's when we lose confidence, right? Same thing with ad libbing, or that kind of relates to ad libbing. So what does it mean to ad lib? Ad lib is literally, it comes from a Latin word, ad, which is to, and then libs, standing for, I guess, like liberage, freedom, the word for freedom. So to sing freely, basically. So it's like adding something freely, adding some sort of freedom. By the way, you guys, I took Latin for 7 years in school. So I do remember some things, but I will always remember that is Latin. And basically, the idea is that you are adding something freely. So it requires creativity. It requires being willing to kind of step out of your comfort zone and try something. So an ad lib can be like if you're singing, let's go back and let's do another Ariana Grande example. Let's do Popular from Wicked. So if I'm singing popular, you're gonna be popular, right? If there's like an instrumental break, right, during the la 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 la, right, you'll be popular, gonna make you popular. So say that wasn't actually written that way and it was just the instrumental break. If I decided to then sing la 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 la, that would be an ad lib, right? I'm adding in my own melody, my own melodic phrase, and I can even add a little riff into my ad lib. So an ad lib can look like adding a riff. An ad lib could be also like, say that you're leading maybe a gospel song and you have a choir backing you up. So an ad lib could be you like saying something so that they can know to join in. So if we're singing Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound, right? I can say, let me turn on the original sound so people can hear this in the podcast. But if I'm singing Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound, and I want everyone else to join me to sing, I might sing Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved, so that the choir knows to come in and sing the rest of the line. Does that make sense? So that's what the ad lib is. Now, the way we build confidence in order to sing any of these is first of all knowing, like, it's first of all the mindset piece, right? Knowing that we can, which is why I wanted to bring up at the very beginning that you already have sung riffs. You already have even sung ad libs and you don't even know because you were just singing someone else's ad lib, right? When you hear other people singing songs, especially if like they're doing a live song or if it's like a worship or a gospel song, they are doing ad libs and then you just sing along with it. You don't even know that you're singing their riff and you are singing their ad lib, right? So you've already done it. So knock that out. That's the mindset piece of like, we don't even realize that we have this ability to do it, right? So that's the first thing, is realizing that you can do it. You have done it. before, and you absolutely can. Now, that goes for anything when it comes to singing. It's that mindset piece. We're going to talk about this in my free masterclass coming up in the beginning of May. So make sure that you're signed up. You can go to creativelybyestelle.com/studio to sign up, or you can sign up in the show notes if you're listening to this on the podcast, or if you're in my Facebook group. I'll definitely be talking about it a lot. You'll see the link over and over again, but go ahead and sign up. It's free, and there's no reason for you not to be there, because we will be talking about how you absolutely can build confidence as a singer. And specifically, we're going to be talking about building confidence as a singer when it comes to your performance style, like how you perform on stage or online, how you're putting yourself out there. But we can also talk about like vocal aspects too, because there's gonna be a time for Q&A and time for you to sing if you want to sing and get coaching, right? So free coaching, you guys. So make sure that you are there. It's an amazing opportunity for us to hang out too and just like chat and be around other singers. Like how cool. So make sure you're there. But we are going to talk about this even more, but it starts with that mindset piece. It starts with knowing that you absolutely can do this, okay? Now, other things that we can think about when it comes to working on riffing and ad-libbing. The first thing that I would say is warming up. The way that you warm up is how you prepare your voice to sing. That's how you prepare your voice to do anything. So starting with a general warm up which you guys know, I have so many of them on the podcast already, more to come, but you can also go to creativelybyestelle.com/shop if you'd like to get a comprehensive vocal warm-up training that I did. It's like just a few dollars to purchase it. I don't think I've even talked about it at all, but it's on there. It's just a couple dollars for you to purchase it, and you can just like have that already in your arsenal, and it's specifically geared towards women working on different registers in your voice and stuff. And so it's evidence-based vocal warm-ups, and it's a little bit longer than some of the ones I have on the podcast. So you can grab that as well, or you can listen to the podcast. But it includes general warm-up. So you have your basic warm-up. Those are like lip trills, slides. That is how you just get your voice ready to go. And then you have more technique-focused warm-up. Those are warm-ups specifically geared towards a goal that you have with what you're working on, what you're singing. So that is where you need to work on exercises that are going to help you with vocal flexibility. Vocal flexibility and vocal agility, that is what's important for you when it comes to singing riffs. So let's do an example exercise for vocal agility. Super simple. You can sing along with me wherever you are. So this is going to be one that you can do, right? This is called an arpeggio, and it's just like the scale, but like, or it's just like a chord, but you're like breaking down each of the notes. So you're going to do, first we're going to do the triad, and then we're going to do the entire fifth interval. So you're going to go, ni, ni, ni. And so it's just on ni, N-E-E, okay? Ni, right? And we're just starting nice, comfortably, kind of in the lower part of the middle voice for most women. And then we're gonna go, you can go up higher, you can go as high as you would like to. You can open up to na if it gets too high. But that ni is helpful for that like focused placement, which is nice for, it just feels good in that part of your voice, I feel like. And then you can do the ni, that's helping you kind of move up and down, up and down, up and down, moving your vocal folds there and engaging your vocal folds quickly. And you can speed it up to help you, again, work towards that agility. So let's do that together. Ni, ni. So you can go up and then you come back down. That's a good exercise for vocal agility and flexibility, right? So thinking about exercises like that, that focus on moving between different notes pretty quickly. All right. So, and I've done training on like how to actually like break down a riff. I've broken down a riff by Cynthia Erivo from Wicked, which everyone really liked, and I definitely should do another one. And I've also talked about like how you can build your own riff, like literally create a riff step by step, on one of my podcast episodes as well. But so go check those out. But really, it starts with your warm up. It starts with your warm up, and it starts with your vocal technique exercises. That's the part of your singing practice where you are training your voice for that agility. And now the third piece that you want to think about when it comes to riffing and ad-libbing with confidence. So you got the mindset piece, knowing that you absolutely can do it. You've done it before. I'm telling you, you've probably done it before. You don't even realize it just because you sung along with other artists on the radio, right? So you can do it. Second thing is you got to train your voice to have the vocal agility to be able to move between notes that quickly, which is what we do when we riff. And then the third thing is, and this goes for ad-libbing and riffing, which is being willing to improvise. And you can do this during your voice practice time. You guys know what I mean when I say voice practice? As in, make sure that you're practicing singing every day. Every day if you can, or whatever consistently looks like for you. So maybe that's once a week, maybe that's twice a month, but you are doing some sort of practice on a consistent basis, whatever that looks like for you. If you are wanting to genuinely be a singer and you want to grow, like, you got to practice. You got to practice. If you want to be anything, right? You got to put in the work to practice. And I go through that in my course as well. I'm going to go through that in the Sing Confidently Masterclass that is free, that you all should join. Make sure you guys all sign up, please. I would love to hang out with you guys and help you and support you in this journey, because like, we have to be like ready to go. Like, we have to be like, if we're going to be singers, let's own it, let's claim it, and let's put in the action to grow and to develop the confidence that we know that we have inside of us, and we just have to build it up, you know? We just gotta work it up. So I got off track. Where was I was talking about something about ad-libbing and riffing. Oh yes, improvisation. Yes, in your voice practice time. That's why I got off, because I was talking about having a voice practice, which all singers should have a voice practice. You guys, let's go. Make sure you have time to practice your singing. If you are a singer, which if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, you are a singer, let's go, right? You are an artist, you are creative, you have to make time for your creative work. So in your voice practice then, after you've done your warm-ups, you've done your vocal technique exercises to train you. The vocal technique exercises are the part of the voice training aspect. The vocal warm-up, that is preparing your voice to sing. Sorry, this random box in the back is really distracting me. It's not going away. I have to accept it, and I will try to block it with my head. So, sorry if you're not watching the replay. If you're listening to this, you don't know what I'm talking about, but there's just a box in the back of my background on the video that was annoying me. Anyway, so the point is that, you know, in your voice practice, you have the vocal warm-ups for preparing your voice, and then you have the vocal technique exercises for training, right? And then you can leave space at the end of that before you start working on the song for improvisation, okay? I'm gonna sing a little bit of one of my songs that I'm working on, one of my original songs that I'm working on, that I've been working on and figuring out production of and stuff like that. So kind of like a vulnerable thing for me, but I want to share just a little bit for you to kind of see what improvisation can look like. So I'm gonna improvise a bit, and then I'm going to maybe sing a little bit of it, so you can kind of see how you can incorporate improvisation into singing. So if I improvise, like just in general, maybe I've done a warm up, I've done the knee, right, and my voice is feeling a little bit more agile, it's feeling ready to sing, right? I'm feeling good. Then I might do like I'm just gonna kind of start somewhere in my voice. Maybe you don't even have a piano, that's okay. Just start somewhere in your voice, right? And be willing to explore. So maybe I'll just do something with starting with a vowel sound. That's a great place to start. Start with a vowel sound or a hum to help you to get ease into that improvisation space. So for me, a hum can sound like ooh. Maybe I open up to an ooh vowel, which I tend to do. Ooh, right? And you just start to improvise. Maybe it's a yeah, right? Yeah, 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 right? You just start to hear how your voice is sounding. Maybe you do some little, you try to do a riff and see how that feels, but maybe you're just kind of like soaring on different notes, right? You're going, ah, ah, right? And maybe you come up with that melody, and then you can decide that after you come up with the melody, maybe you're going to speed up that melody, right? Again, this was all part of improvisation. I don't know what I'm doing, okay? But I'm trusting my voice that it's going to create something. So, right, I have this melody, right? If I stick with that melody, now I'm going to decide that I'm going to speed that up a little. I'm just going to turn up the speed a little bit. And what that's going to allow me to do is to slowly start creating a riff. So I have this melody that I just grabbed out of thin air because I just opened my mouth to sing on a random vowel, right? Ah, now I'm going to speed it up. Ah, I'm going to speed it up a little more. Ah, ah. Now maybe I put a consonant in front of it so it feels more grounded. Na 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 na. No, no, no. Now I kind of, add a couple more notes in there, but I'm starting to create a little bit of a riff. Do you hear how this is improvisation? This is not something, I don't have anything that I wrote out. I don't have anything in front of me that I'm like reading the music from. I literally just came up with that, and I don't know what that is, but what that allows me to do, it gives me, I'm giving myself free space to improvise, and then I'm allowing myself to increase the pace so that I can practice some of that vocal agility that I just worked on with my vocal technique exercises. I just worked on that vocal agility. Now I'm going to apply it to this little riff. And now as I'm now going to work on, maybe now I go to my song practice, and I've done some improvisation like that, and I'm going to work on this song. It's in a different key. So this song, the chorus goes, oh Lord, I need you. Where am I? And I could just, and I'm just singing this actual song that I've created, or maybe you're working on a different song, and you can start to incorporate some of that improvisation into this song, right? You're empowering me, na 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 na. I need to give me space, right? Because I've already done the improvisation in my voice practice, I feel more free to explore in the song itself. So that is a small little training, a small little just burst of encouragement and inspiration and tacticals for you to see that this is possible. Like, you absolutely can start riffing a little bit. It takes changing your mindset, knowing that you literally have done this before. I can almost guarantee that. Like, if you've listened to any pop song ever in the world, or pop R&B soul song ever in the world, or gospel song, you have sung an ad lib that someone else did and you just sung along with them. You didn't even know that you were singing an ad lib with them, or you didn't even know that you were singing a riff with them, or maybe you did. But like, if you've done it with someone else, you can do it by yourself, period. That's the mindset piece. Secondly, use your voice practice time, like during your voice practice time, do voice technique exercises that help you with that vocal agility. If you're not doing that, then you're not prepping your voice, your vocalis muscles, which are the vocal folds, which make up the vocal folds that you use to sing, right? You're not prepping those muscles to have that agility, right? And there are various other muscles that are used in different parts of your voice as well. And then thirdly, so you got to do the voice technique exercises. That's the second thing. And then thirdly, you got to leave space for improvisation. Improvise. Start with a hum. Start with a simple vowel sound, and then speed up that whatever melody that you kind of come up with when you're improvising. Speed it up. Pick up the pace. Make it a little bit faster. Add in a consonant so it feels more grounded. Do exactly what I just did. Come back to this and re-listen and rewatch, and go through it again if you really need to, and make sure you come to the Sing Confidently Masterclass so that you can ask any questions that you do have in the coaching and Q&A space at the end. and so that you can hear more about how we build confidence as singers, so that I can infuse you with this like confidence that I know that we absolutely can be performing, be singing on stages, be singing online, be sharing our voice in auditions. We can do this. We can do that. You can do this. It is possible. And if you need that reminder, hello, I'm always here to help you. I'm always here to encourage you. Come to the Sing Confidently Masterclass. It is literally free. Make sure that you're there so that we can do this together, okay? I would love to meet you there. I'd love to hang out with you and support you as much as I possibly can, even more. I hope this little training helped you. I hope it supported you, and let me know if I can help you in any other way. You can come to me on Instagram at Creatively by Estelle. Some of you have been coming over, which is so exciting. But yeah, definitely come follow me at Creatively by Estelle. I will absolutely reach out and say hi. If you follow me, just heads up, that's gonna happen. And hopefully we can chat. And if you have any questions or have any podcast episodes that you want to hear more about, or you want to learn more about different topics, like, you can just let me know and I will literally create a podcast episode for you. So yeah, hope this was helpful and encouraging to you. Thank you so much for listening and watching on Facebook Live, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode and to this show. I'm so in awe of you for being here and showing up for your creative gifts. That takes courage. Don't forget to join the Performing Arts community on Facebook for support and inspiration as you continue on your journey. If this episode helped or inspired you in any way, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts and share it with someone. It means so much. Thank you again, and don't forget to keep singing, acting, dancing, performing, and living creatively. Talk to you next time.